Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Steph Sells Homes podcast. This is episode 19, and it's going to be a very special one. I'll tell you guys that. This is my good friend Amy Aguirre. She's another realtor, but she's a badass, and I wanted to highlight her, today for this podcast. So we're going to let her introduce herself, and she'll tell us a little bit about what she has going on, and we're just excited to be here. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Steph Sells Homes podcast. Another episode brought to you by ADU Insider. ADU Insider is an awesome blog and network of professionals within the space who you can connect with, collaborate with, and we hope that you enjoy the show. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Steph. You're amazing. Thank you for everything you've done, all our friendships, and everything that we've been through. So, yes, my name is Amy, Amy Aguirre. I am in real estate for like the past 4 years. I recently got into life insurance, into financial advising. And, I've been doing that for a couple months now. I find it to be a real passion of mine since, my mom passed away. So, after that, I got into researching life insurance because unfortunately my mom didn't have that much, and we had to come out of pocket a lot of money to bury her. So once I got into it, I started researching, and it became a passion of mine. And now I just want to share everything, all the knowledge that I'm knowing, or that I do know, carry on to my clients, my family, and my friends.
Yeah, and that honestly was what touched me the most. I've been with Amy throughout this whole journey, and just seeing her growth, seeing her heal through something very tragic, which I don't wish upon anybody. But we've been there for each other, which is why I was like, okay, we need to highlight this. And, obviously what she went through and still going through healing-wise is going to be a journey on its own. But she's really taken that action, and she's showed me a lot of how you can turn a story or something that happens to you and really have a passion behind it, So her passion, I can clearly see now, is life insurance, due to the fact that her mom passed away, due to the fact that now she sees the value and why we should all have life insurance. So do you want to tell the people a little bit about how it's been in the last couple months, and where do you see yourself implementing life insurance in these conversations when we're talking to clients on a day-to-day basis,
Of course. So yes, when I first got into it, it was initially just to get myself life insurance, to get my dad life insurance. And the more I learned about it, the more I learned that it can actually be beneficial to help buying a house.
Right.
So there's this product called IUL. I'm not sure if a lot of people know about it, but it should be everywhere because it's such an amazing product.
I don't know about it. Can you
explain? I'm sorry. It's kind of like ADU, but okay. IUL. Okay. But it's called Index Universal Life. Okay. And what it is, it's a index annuity into a life insurance where it becomes tax-free. And when you pull that money out, like a 401k, where they allow you to pull money out to buy a house, you're allowed to pull that money out. However, unlike a 401k, it's tax-free, and you don't have to pay it back. So
that's huge right there, guys, because I know we advise a lot of our clients, if they have money in their 401k or their Roth IRA, you can take money out if one of the reasons for that is for you to buy your first property. But you will get taxed depending on that 401k company and how they work. So that's a huge way to leverage it.
Or even have to pay it back after you spend a certain amount to buy a house.
Right.
So with this product, you don't. And it's awesome. So once I learned about this, I'm like, why doesn't everybody know about this? So I took it upon myself to get my license so that way I'm able to share it with everybody.
Yep.
And not only with my clients, my family, and my friends, but with everybody that wants to listen.
100%. I mean, I do the same thing with ADUs,
Yes.
right? Like, it's all about creating this awareness. I just did a post right now, and I was asking Amy for her feedback. I'm like, what do you think about this? We just want to create more awareness. People don't know what they don't know.
Exactly.
So we figured, okay, let's do a podcast where we can educate people, especially our Latino community and Filipino community.
Yes.
They don't know what they don't know. I know my parents have no clue on how they could leverage life insurance, let alone have life insurance, right? And that needs to change. Like, we need to have these discussions where how can we leverage our life insurance and how can we use it to our advantage when we're still alive, right? Like, not when you know, things take a different route. Like, that's just not the way to go. I think that today's mission, and Amy is just on a mission, period, to really educate people and bring that awareness. So, yeah, a lot of exciting things happening. She's going to be speaking at one of my events, my first ADU event. And so get you people in your circle that vouch for you, that support you. You know, we've been friends for, God, a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And in real estate, it's not easy. It's very tough. You know, it's a tough field. So who you surround yourself with really plays a big part in what 100%. It is that we do on a day-to-day. And her family, for example, I'm very close to as well. They've been super supportive of this journey, right? Yes, like, that's what I've seen too. Like, everybody's been super supportive. So anything else that you want to share, like maybe go over some of the top 3 benefits of using or having life insurance. So you went over one, which is the tax incentive, for sure. Yes. And then any other 2, like, again, I don't know enough, but I will.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm getting on the boat too. So So with life insurance, it has a lot of negative connotation. Like, oh, you can only use it when you die. It's not true. Right. Nowadays, they're making it a lot easier and better for people. So they have a living benefit and a death benefit. And when you pull out that living benefit, it doesn't affect your death benefit. So, which is great, because a lot of people have like, oh, wow, I don't want to, you know, I want my family to have a certain amount of money, which they will once you pass away. But the living benefit is for yourself. You want to put yourself in a position where you can leave more than just the death benefit to your family. And that's buying a house. Right. That's buying other things, like, or even income property, putting a ADU in the back. There's so many possibilities you can do with that living benefit that
so I could actually pull money out and then build or buy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you get the policy, wait a couple years, just like a 401k. Right. And then after that, you build, because it is index fund. Like, it's going with the index. So it's S&P 500 is what you go by. So it does accumulate money throughout the time that you have it.
Okay. Yeah, that's really good to know, because again, you're exploring other options, right? If you don't have a 401k, I know some employers don't even offer it, then you may want to start tapping into a life insurance policy, and not just for, like she said, the death benefits, but the living benefits. How can I leverage this policy throughout my lifetime so that I can secure my family's future? And you can do that by buying real estate, right? Or like she said, she knows I'm heavy into ADUs, so you can buy the property and then also finance your ADU, and secure it that way, and then take advantage of those tax incentives, which is huge, you know?
Yeah, big banks are doing this all the time. Now it's time for us to take back the reins and learn how to be financially free. My parents didn't know about this, so like I said, I took upon myself to research as much as I can, so that way we can not only educate the ones above us, but the ones below us that come after us, and you know, children and family, friends, and everybody. Like, I don't care who I need to talk to, but I want to make sure everybody knows about this, because it's a secret that nobody shares, and we don't get taught this in school. Right. You don't get taught this, like, unless your family knows it, you don't get taught it.
And rarely do you actually, like, I don't know of a lot of people that were born into a family like that, where they're just, like, you know, well versed in every space. Like, there's so much knowledge and so much info out there that sometimes we just don't know what we don't know. So I'm on the same boat as her, you know, like, we're on a mission to just pour into people who want to be poured into, who want to listen, who want to apply with the information that we're giving out. And then most importantly, just showing you guys that who you surround yourself with really does matter. You know, we're gonna do this regardless.
Yeah.
We're just like, it is
like,
what it is.
You're on the boat with us, or see you later.
Facts. Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, a little bit more about us is we've been in real estate teams as well, and now like even our journey in real estate has also been, you know, a long one, and we've grown a lot in these last couple years. Amy started tapping into life insurance. She's now also working for a team who we all respect. You know, Scott's really dope.
Shout out Scott.
Shout out to Scott. I need to have him on the podcast.
Yes, you should.
Right? Like
yes.
I should. Yeah, he'll be next on the podcast because we know a lot of what we know because of him. Yes. My brother worked with his team, so when I worked with my brother, that was the same kind of training that we got. And Scott's great. You know, he always taught us to come from a place of contribution.
Yes.
Always. So to me, that always stuck to me, and I carry that with me everywhere we go. But yeah, we've been in real estate together. How's this market been?
Man, it's been a wild ride. Different compared to when I first got into the business, where you know, you were able to submit an offer and talk to the agent, and you know, nowadays you'd be lucky if the agent even picks up.
Yeah, even if they want to talk to you.
Yeah, because they have multiple offers, and they, you know, as long as you cut, it's always above listing, never below. You may get that one off, but that's like a rare.
Yeah,
a diamond.
It's been definitely crazy competitive, you know, and I know a lot of people don't like to hear that word crazy. It's just been interesting times that we've been in. But I think that is exactly why we should be leveraging our resources, and we should be focusing on other things aside from just real estate, right? And there's so many different avenues to real estate, which is what I like. So one of the things that Amy and I want to start doing is more events. We want to start putting the word out there, bringing more education, not just on life insurance and ADUs, but really setting the expectation and setting the tone of what to expect in this type of market. You know, like being super transparent about it is definitely key, because then we don't crush anybody's feelings. You know, it's like, this is the type of market that you're stepping into, and if it sounds like it's the one for you and you're willing to compete, then by all means, like, you know, reach out to me or Amy, and we'll take care of you guys for sure.
We'll help you along the way.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the business to help you with your home, and now I can protect it with the life insurance. So.
Yeah, tell them about, like, for example, your client, the listing appointment you went to, and she had her life insurance. I wasn't sure, like, how to do it. Yeah. I went on a listing appointment, and we were talking about getting her house, and she was telling me about what she's going through financial wise, and life insurance came up, and I told her I can help you with that. Right.
And she brought out her life insurance, and she told me, and so we're gonna set her up on a better policy that can help her not only shorten, like, minimize, like, not as much as into her account, but also monthly wise, like, in a bigger policy, as you could say, like more coverage.
And why is that? Is that because, like, certain policies fit your lifestyle one year and then the next it doesn't, or in the future you got to switch up policies?
Yeah. So, well, you don't have to switch up policies. What I say is, as you're younger, get the policy now, because it'll be way cheaper than when you are older, which, you know, because it does go, because it's a life insurance, they go by your health. So when you're healthy and, you know, vibrant, and you're just out there, you can do anything.
Young vibes.
Yeah, young vibes.
You're like, young? Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be $40.
Exactly. It's like $100 versus when you're like...
When you're 100, it's like, it's $1,000. Yeah. $1,000 policy, bro.
Well, in this particular case, hers was... she did a variable. It's called... There's one called an IUL, which is an index. There's one that's called a VUL, which is a variable.
Okay.
Universal life.
Okay.
So it goes with the stock market, but it doesn't have a zero. So with the IUL, it has a zero bottom, meaning that it can never go down.
Okay.
It always goes up. Whereas in a variable, it
can go up or down.
It can go up or down. So we came across a lot of things that an IUL would do better for her.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty dope, because I'm like, okay, that's another way. It's just having more ammo, more skill set to be able to provide for your clients. You know, we're constantly talking to sellers and buyers every day. I think even for the buyers as well, especially the first-time home buyers that we help out. Like, they have no clue, even how to buy their first house, let alone secure that asset by, having some sort of life insurance policy in place, So hopefully we brought a lot of value to you guys. And Amy, like I said, she's gonna keep killing it. So make sure you guys ask her any questions when it comes to life insurance. But before I let her go, I got 2 questions for my girl, which I probably already know because like I know her more than everybody that I've had on the podcast. But I gotta ask anyway because it's part of the show. First question is, what is your favorite dish or restaurant?
My favorite dish? Like a dish that I can eat every day.
Every day. Yeah, it's either a dish or a restaurant, whatever you like that you can eat every day.
I would probably have to say pad thai.
Oh, nice.
I love pad thai.
I love pad thai.
Yeah, it's so good.
There's this restaurant called Panvarin or something like that.
Oh, right over here on
Bellflower and Carson.
Yes.
Dude, the pad thai there is fire.
There's also Baipu. Have you ever been there off Bellflower?
No.
Shout out to Baipu.
Okay,
so good.
We gotta go there.
Yes, they have the best pad thai.
Bomb.
And sushi. They have great sushi too.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out for sure. And the second one is, what's your favorite place to travel to?
So I've only been to Paris and Dublin outside of United States.
Okay.
I would have to say Dublin right now because I never expected. I went for a cousin's wedding.
I remember that time when you went.
And I was like, Dublin, like, okay, this, it's my cousin's wedding. I had the time of my life. I don't know if it was the people I surrounded with, but if it was the people there, it was just awesome. Like, if you have a chance to go to Dublin, please take it because Dublin. It is so much fun.
Okay,
it is a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. I want to go to Dublin. When she came back, she was like raving about Dublin, and I'm like,
And I went to Paris, and don't get me wrong, Paris is cool to visit. Everyone go check it out.
Yeah, and I was going to go to Paris, and she was like, Paris, Dublin. And I was like, okay, fine.
I am a huge advocate for Dublin.
Yeah, we gotta go to Dublin. And then she's going out to Hawaii soon, too. Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Another cousin's wedding.
Everybody's getting married. Where are we getting married?
I have a life insurance to tell you.
Where is that life insurance going to be at? But yeah, that's so awesome. Well, look, guys, as you guys can tell, I hang around with the dopest people, and this podcast is a special one for me because this is my friend. She's family to me, and I wanted to support her in her journey and what it is that she's doing because that's what we do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and before we go, I just want to let you guys know that this podcast is brought to you by ADU Insider and Sean 10K Cards, which we're going to hook you up with as well. Hey. And the ADU Insider is a platform where you can connect, and it's a network of anybody that you want to connect with within the ADU industry.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, so that'll be pretty dope, too. You'll get a 1-year membership for that.
Oh, so. How cool.
Awesome, guys. Well, any closing thoughts, Amy?
You are amazing. Thank you so much. I love you. You know you're going to kill it. Yes. This ADU is your thing. If you want to know more about ADUs, hit my girl up. She's got all the info, and she's got you connected.
Thank you, guys.
I love you.
Thank you so much for watching the show. I will see you on the next one. And again, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. This podcast was brought to you by ADU Insider, and you can check them out on my 10K card, Steph10k.com.